All right. Hello, hello, Haley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And I know I'm frozen on your screen, so please don't mind any funny faces that I may be making right now. Hopefully the camera adjusts itself. But Haley, I know we've been having a great conversation on the phone, off the recording here. And so I would love to continue that. So if you don't mind, please tell me a little bit about what or your professional experience.
So, a little bit about my professional experience. For about 4 or 5 years, I've been working doing a lot of administrative work, data entry, as well as logistics. So all my roles pretty much revolved around, data entry, processing
Absolutely.
invoices, a lot of uh, a lot of work in finance as well. So we have to make three-way matching with PwC. I know with PwC specifically, we did a lot of credit card processing, as well as with Make Not, we did credit card authorization. So when we process orders, and yes, that's just a little bit of my background, mostly data entry, financial operations, and administrative.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your introduction, Haley. I have your resume up too, and you said it best. You worked a lot, the financial space, a lot of data entry, administrative work, which definitely correlates with our open positions. Um, Now, I know you mentioned industry, that financial space and whatnot. Are you open to any other industries, construction or logistics, or tell me about some industries you're open to?
Yes, I'm open to logistics. I'm also open to, yeah, I would say logistics and,
Yeah.
yeah, financial operations and logistics.
Yeah. So fairly open as far as like industries, you would say, even if we have a construction industry
Yes,
or construction off. Okay.
construction.
Awesome. And then as far as I know we were speaking about some of key titles that you may be interested in, because you worked in a lot of, different positions such as, the financial operations analyst, you worked as a logistics data coordinator, and then, some quality and compliance roles as well. What are some positions that you're open to working currently?
Currently, I mean, I'm fine with doing any roles outside of mine. So, quality would be fine. Document processing would be fine. Construction was also that was also something that I'm willing to get into. Maybe healthcare, something administrative in that, or data entry within that role. Just
Okay.
something geared towards like a little bit of a mix of finance and administrative work.
Yeah,
So I feel like
absolutely.
all of it kind of mixes in with each other.
Yeah. So what I can hear is that, you're fairly open to, the titles, the industries and all of
Yes.
that. So you're open to, seeing what your options are, which is incredible. We can definitely work with that. Excuse me if I'm freezing on you again. My computer's been a little wonky today.
That's fine.
Um, but moving on, I want to talk a little bit about your experience over at MacNaught. I know it was a temporary assignment that you completed successfully. But for that particular role, it caught my eye because it was in the logistics industry. If you don't mind, tell me a little bit about what your day to day looked like there.
Yeah, so my day to day at McNaught, I would come in, I would check our Shopify orders to see if anybody placed an order. From there, we would process those orders and dispatch them out. We also, I know I had to do invoices as well, for any of the clients that were ordering from us. So I had to, do their invoices, their credit card authorizations, make sure everything is correct and good to go to process for them. We would have to print out our shipping labels, make sure all of our shipping labels are accurate, so it can be shipped out, because it was half office and the half warehouse. So we would have that, the word we would send it over to the warehouse, so they can go ahead and ship that out. We will also answer any emails that we receive from any of our clients, that had maybe an order issue, needed to have their invoice sent over to them, or if they wanted to, or they could place orders through email too, depending on like how big the shipment was, depending on that. I did a little bit of tax work it's on a program called Avalara.
Okay.
So I also did tax work, but that was just only a little bit. But yeah, that was pretty much our day-to-day. Come in, check our systems, Shopify, Amazon, check our systems to see if any orders came in, handle any email inquiries, answer any phone calls if any of our clients call in for something that they want or need. So yeah, just order processing and dispatching.
Perfect. And thank you for highlighting that position. And again, the reason why I wanted to highlight that is because in the beginning of the interview, you mentioned a financial, right? Being with PwC. And then I also saw the logistics on your resume. So for me, that shows that you're very well versed, you're adaptable in the environments that you're put into. So again, thank you for the insight on that position. I would love to talk a little bit about some systems that you have used. I know you said a few of them, but if you don't mind, tell me about some other systems that you're familiar with.
So for systems I'm familiar with, I'm going to say, let's see. So SAP, Concur, any of the Microsoft Office systems.
Perfect.
I mean, Avalara. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. I would say perhaps like your standard, like Outlook.
Outlook,
Microsoft.
American Express. I know we use we had to go to American Express to do credit card authorizations. So we use that American Express.
Awesome. I know there's some other systems that maybe we can't always remember, right, when we're put on the spot,
Yeah.
but it sounds like you've used a wide variety of systems, the regular the regular systems that we use day to day, and then your other positions like SAP, Concur and all of that fun stuff.
Yes.
Which is amazing. To kind of wrap up the interview here, just two last questions. As far as, any time off, are you needing any time off that we should know about in the next 30 days?
Oh, no time off.
No time off. Okay, beautiful. And then as far as starting a new position, I know I asked you off camera, but how soon were you looking to start?
As soon as possible.
Amazing. Well, Haley, I appreciate all the insight that you were able to provide me as far as your professional experience. It's a pleasure getting to see you virtually as well. Absolutely. I want to go ahead and stop the recording, but if you don't mind, would you mind staying here on the line with me really quickly just to chat?
Okay.
Thank you.